Yep.
Father, we pray for tonight's live, Lord God. Oh, we're live?
What's up, guys? Good evening, everybody. There was no countdown today, bro. You don't necessarily don't put a countdown.
I mean, we're late.
All right. Hey, y'all. Good evening, everybody. For those of you who might turn in tonight, tune in tonight. Turn in, tune in.
Not the same.
It's not the same thing. What's the difference, bro?
R and an E at the end.
Turning in.
And
Okay.
tune in.
Okay. You're being technical, but whatever.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody. Most of you guys are probably gonna end up watching this on the replay, which is cool because it is right now 9:42. We are coming on a little late, but it's all good. A lot late. Life was happening today. But in any case, I'm Irvin's Garcon.
I'm Ann Garcon.
And together we are Love Talks with the Garcon.
Where love speaks.
And we listen. Tonight we are just gonna dive right in. As you're coming in. When you do come in to watch this live, we do ask that you share it with someone. Share it with at least 5 people. Throw it in that chat group of yours. The gossip chat.
I wouldn't even say the messy chat. Just throw it in a regular chat.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
Sometimes, like we got a lot of messy chats, but the regular chats need love too.
That is true. We've been busy. We've been busy. But nonetheless, we are here.
We haven't been really busy. We've been taking a break. It was intentional. Yeah. We've been taking an intentional break to revamp, recommit to like everything. And and we're back and it's going to be a great season. We have some great shows coming up, so stay tuned. But today we're going to dive right into our topics. Our topics for the day.
Cool, yeah.
So we did a couple weeks ago, we sent out a post asking for your questions. Yeah. And today we've decided to answer those questions. Yeah. As many as we can in the amount of time that we have.
That we do have, yeah.
So yes.
Okay. Let me make sure our audio is okay. Good. I want to make sure our audio is good. All right. So we're gonna dive right in, and the way we are gonna do it is we have this thing called the wheel of names. But I guess in this case, called like the wheel of topics, where we put questions. Yeah. And so we are going to just pretty much spin the wheel, and based on where it lands, that will be the question that we will be answering. Right. Now. The only thing is, let's set this thing up. Hi, someone is here. No, the thing is, it should have been in the same tab.
Okay.
It's not on the same profile. So you guys won't be able to see the questions.
It's not too late. Let's just do it quickly.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you do that?
I need to.
All right. So as Ann, go ahead and do that. I just want to make sure that I'll share with you guys a little bit. Love Talks is a passion for us. When we do this, it's truly because we've been called to do it. It's not by happenstance or by coincidence that we are doing it. We are truly finding purpose in what it is that we do every Tuesday. So from the actual live streams to when we do content, when we do a short little thing, or also when we go out and do a conference, because that's one thing people fail to realize about us too. We are also conferencers. The other one. We are also conferencers. We actually get invited to be guest speakers at different churches. And so it is truly purpose, and we enjoy what it is that we are doing. And then you guys also keep us motivated and encouraged to keep doing it. We just want to thank you. There's some people who we bump into certain places, and then when they see us, they tell us how much that this thing is really instrumental to them and what it is that they do. It's instrumental to their relationship. We get comments from all different types of people of all different ages, and it's beautiful to see, and it's truly encouraging. So we ask that you guys keep them coming. Okay. That being said, we are ready to go. We are ready to tackle tonight's questions or topics. And again, when you watch this replay or playback, do share with someone, because it might have been a question that they had for themselves, right, Ann?
Yes.
And so make sure that you are sharing with them as well, and then we can take it from there. You ready, boo?
Ready.
Ready to talk?
So let's go.
Love Talk Tuesdays. Let's go. So the first question is what if we don't share the same love language? What if we don't share the same love language?
I will say that
is our first question.
Chances are that you won't share the same love language.
Well, we're gonna give them a little recap about the love language, what they are, in case they're not familiar.
By now, I think everyone knows what the love languages are. Really?
You'd be surprised. I've spoken to some people who it's new to them. So the love languages is pretty much the different way that your partner wants to be loved or needs to be loved, right?
Receives love.
What's that?
Receives love.
Receive love. So in order for you to be able to provide your partner the love that they need or they want from you, you have to be able to speak their language, right? So, for example, if my language is Creole and you're speaking to me in Spanish and you're trying to express love to me, trying to give me love in that language, that means nothing to me because I don't know what you're talking about. It makes no sense. So
the different love languages are acts of service, gifts, quality time,
words of affirmation,
touch, and words of affirmation.
Right.
So the question was, what if we don't speak the same love language?
And most likely you will not.
Yes. In many cases in a relationship, people do not speak the same love language. Right. If you find someone where your both of your love languages are the same, more power to you. And it's like easier, right? Because the way you receive it is the way I give it, because I receive it that way as well. But when you don't speak the same love language, you now have to learn a new language. If you want to please your person,
that's right.
That's what you need to do. You have to learn that language and speak to them in that way. A lot of people get so rigid in how they receive love, and that's how they prefer to give it,
to express it,
to express it, thus making their partner feel like, okay, well, my needs don't matter to you because I already told you this is not the way I receive love. So it's important that you have that conversation and you are willing to adjust and learn, be teachable. Yeah,
and the example is one of Ann's love language that is steady. I hope, is words of affirmation. So if I want to love her, I can't keep bringing her gifts because that might mean something to her. She might be appreciative of it, but she's not going to feel love if I'm not saying, hey, you look beautiful, and complimenting and doing all those things. So it's super important for her to speak that person's love language. Mine is acts of service. As much as Ann affirms me, she's really good at saying I love you, this, that, and the third.
And I think that's why I'm so affirming, because that's the way I receive it, right? But his love language is acts of service. So I have to just be willing. I'm sorry, I'm like tapping my shoulder, my mic. I just have to be willing to just do things that make him feel loved. Even if it means being uncomfortable to you, if you love the person and you really want them to feel validated in their language, you would just have to learn.
Because there are times when Ann is speaking the I love yous, the words of affirmation, and expressing of emotions and things of that nature. It gets a little bit like awkward and uncomfortable for me because that's not what I necessarily need to feel loved by her. But when she make me food,
I haven't cooked in a.
But I understand because she's very big. She's doing a lot. When she make me food or she does something for me,
and so
I feel loved.
I want to finish the story. So I cooked today, and he literally said, "Whoa, this is amazing."
It was just rice and ground turkey, y'all.
It doesn't matter. He just sat there like so happy.
Because we've been on a health kick, so she hasn't been really giving me like food I really want. But it was really good. It was really good. So to conclude this part, expect to speak different languages. But it's very important that you are expressing love to that person based on their language, right? All right. So
we won't spend too much time on a question so we can get
these
through.
Are some really good questions.
That was a really good one. Thanks for sending that question, and whoever you are.
Yes.
All right. Next
question. Back to the wheel. We
go.
Go.
Come on, babe. Are you sharing?
Yeah.
All right.
The next question is, and you read it for us,
Yes,
please.
sir. Can love alone sustain a relationship? I love this one.
Hmm.
Can love alone sustain a relationship? My quick answer is no.
No. No.
Because I can love you so much, but you treat me so horribly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And that's just not healthy. That's not healthy. And a lot of people just bank on love without trying to, without putting in the work that
That
is
part.
necessary
Yeah.
to sustain a healthy relationship. How about healthy relationship over love?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know love conquers all. That's what they say. But love really is an action word,
Yeah.
right? So you have to show me you love me, not just tell me you love me. And a lot of people are suffering in relationships because I love him, I love her.
Yeah.
But are you happy? Are you whole? Or is it healthy? Is it thriving? Is it a thriving relationship? And if you can't answer yes to that, what work are you putting in
Yeah, that part.
to make it?
I was gonna say that because that can be connected to the first question, right? If you truly love me, you gotta speak my love language.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love me the way I need to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
Not sound sacrilegious or blasphemous. Just like I say, faith without work is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Love without work is dead. You gotta put in the work. Now, to make it even more practical, love isn't enough to sustain a relationship in the context of you got bills to pay. Get a job, bro. You can't tell me. You can't just tell me you love me. So you have to actually go to work, to put in the work for our relationship to be sustainable.
Yeah.
Right. Guys, thank you for coming in. You guys are coming in. If you're coming in tonight, we are doing random questions. We have the wheel of questions tonight. So thank you for joining us. We don't want to. We had really no expectation for the night because how late we are coming in. So if we are just breezing through, don't be shy. If you have a question you want to chime in, definitely go ahead and do so in the chat. We'll make sure
The question we just
acknowledge
brought up just now was, can love sustain a relationship?
alone. Can love alone sustain a relationship?
And
you need more than that.
you need more than just love. Love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You want to have love in a relationship.
Absolutely.
But love alone, unfortunately, will not sustain a healthy relationship.
Right.
Let's say that.
A
Because there are a lot of people that are living or that are in relationships that are loveless, right? That are just, they're just because longevity,
Yeah.
I'm used to you, I don't want to start all over again.
Yeah.
And so they're maintaining,
Yeah.
but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're thriving.
Now, a good thing about love, though, and sustaining a relationship, love can be the common denominator or the motivator for action, right? Here's what I mean by that. Jesus loved, so he gave. We love God, therefore we don't sin. You see what I'm saying? So because I love my spouse, I am going to go out there and go to work to make sure I provide. I love my wife, therefore I am going to speak her love language. I'm going to express what she needs. I am going to support her. I'm going to.
You're going
I love
to
it.
do.
Yeah. So love is what?
Oh, love does.
Ooh.
That's a shirt right there.
That's a good
love
one.
Does.
Yo, we could stay on that alone. Love is the motivator. That could be a topic in itself. Because I don't want somebody who's watching say, well, if he doesn't do these things for me, does he really love me? Some people are ignorant. They don't know what they're supposed to do. But even those people, because of love, they'll try.
Yeah.
So love, the noun, connotes love, the action, was connected to love, the verb, which then lead to action.
I'm a teacher.
All right. So
all right, we're going to go to the next question because we have some really great questions, guys.
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago, we sent out a survey asking for questions, and a couple of people asked a couple of questions, and so we took some of those questions, and now we're answering them.
Yep.
Number 3. The next question is.
How important is sex in a long-term relationship?
Okay, so whoever asked that question, I need y'all to know that we're saved. Okay, we're Christians. So as far as being in a Christian relationship, a relationship
Well,
with
let's assume if it's
believers.
long-term relationship, let's talk about marriage. Yes, super important.
Okay, if it's in marriage, of course. Like, but this can't be a question about marriage.
Yeah, because
if it's not, I think that question should be null and void because in a long-term, okay, this is what I want to say honestly. If two believers are in a long-term relationship for a long period of time, they will struggle with the temptation to have sex. I don't care how holy you are. I don't care how saved you are. I don't care how long your skirt is. I don't care how
why the skirt though, boo?
How tight your tie is.
Man, why the long skirt?
If two believers are in a relationship for a long period of time, you will struggle with sexual temptation.
Keep talking. I just can't see the switch.
I told you that. That's if you find each other attractive.
I would hope if you do.
And I would hope that you do.
Right.
Because we're not out here about to marry no beast.
The ugly ducklings.
And you all beauty, right? Or you're not about to marry Bonquisha because they said that she should be your wife.
Bonquisha sounds like such an ugly name.
That's
and if your name is Bonquisha and you're pretty, I'm sorry. Send us a message. Let us know. We need proof. There's no possible your mom saw you and she said Bonquisha.
So now stop. So sex in a marriage is extremely important.
Yeah.
Extremely important.
Right.
That's it. Like, I think that's it. But however, in a non-marital relationship, sex is a no-no.
It's a no-no. Have you noticed a pattern of connection?
What? These questions are...
Because if you want to be able to have sex, that's intimacy. Intimacy has to do with love. It has to do with actions. And actions and love has to do with knowing the person's love language. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Ruth, thank you for pulling up. How are you? It's important,
but not the fourth runner of the relationship. There are more important things to focus on. I agree.
That's facts.
But it's very important.
But it's very important.
Excuse me. Now, how can a long-term relationship, function without sex?
I think.
What are other ways? This is for the saved folks who are in a committed relationship but are not married. What are some other ways that they can be intimate but not sexual?
Just a tip. Just for the tip.
No, he's joking, guys.
Am I though?
Babe, stop. We can't say that. Sorry, I punched him in the face. I'm sorry.
You did push me.
Because that's the devil working in you.
Wow. Let's put in the tip.
Go on dates. You can hold hands. I wouldn't say heavy kissing, y'all, because heavy kissing gets dangerous.
Yeah.
Netflixing and chilling for two saved people who are really trying to live holy. Don't like if you like, self-control is one of the biggest things that you need when you're just dating. And that's why I feel like relationships shouldn't be too long. Like, you shouldn't be a boyfriend and girlfriend or even engaged for too long.
Okay.
That's the devil's playing field. Like, he causes like temptation to rise. But and you know, wait, you know what I mean? Wait. I mean, especially when you're engaged, right? Because you feel like, okay, now I almost have the license, so I probably I can. It's almost like when you got to use the bathroom, right? But like you when you have to pee, but the closer you get to the house, the more the pee wants to come out, right? You know, right? So in a relationship, when you're engaged, now I'm engaged. The closer you get to marriage, you feel like you want to have sex, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be very strategic, especially if you want to live a life that's pleasing before God. So I say,
I had something to
say in public. Don't be out late.
I had something to say on what you just said. I forgot it.
I'm sorry. Did I?
Oh yeah, just one disclaimer though, because we find that people fall the victim of this a lot of times though. Don't get married. Don't rush into marriage because of sex, because you want to avoid sin and be pure.
So it's
Right?
a catch 22.
Yeah.
But you just gotta use wisdom.
Right.
Use wisdom.
And Rose, I think it's a great suggestion that your son is making in terms of, cut off self-control and curfews and no late night. But those are really great. Those are the devil's playing time, those hours. But even then, it's very mindful to understand it can happen any place. Temptation can sneak up on you any place.
In the movies.
In the movies, even in public sometimes.
At church.
Right?
Okay.
In the church.
Let's go.
Woo!
Next question.
But we were married then.
Next question.
All right. That's a really good one. Thank you for seeing that question.
Next question.
Next one is let's get it. Okay.
How do we know we're ready for marriage?
How do we know we're ready for marriage? Let me stop
How do you
sharing.
know, babe?
We get that question a lot. But it's not arbitrary. I don't think there's an arbitrary answer to that question. So, for example, we can say, you're married once you have a career. There's some people, they determine having a career.
You're ready for marriage?
Yeah, you're ready for marriage once you have a career. You're done with school. You've established a lot of those things. You have the financial means to support a family, right? That's one way people look at it. But also, you get it for marriage when you're ready to be emotionally available, emotionally mature, to partner with somebody. When you're ready you're ready for marriage when you're ready to be selfless. If you're still so focused on the self and what you like, what you want to do, your lifestyle, your routine that you have now as a single person that you're not willing to sacrifice, you might not be ready for marriage, right? You're ready. You're ready for marriage when you understand the responsibility that it come along with to be in partnership with somebody else, right? And that process of becoming one, you're willing to do that. You're ready to be married when you are ready to be empathetic, to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. If you're a selfish person, if you're a narcissistic, and if you cannot see somebody else's perspective, you might not be ready for marriage, right? So it's not one thing. It's not even about age, because you might be as old as you might want to be, but there's some issues that you've never dealt with that will come up in your relation, your marriage, to practically or basically destroy it, right? Have you healed from past hurts? So all of those things is very compounded. It's not just one question. Ruth said you can't see yourself without that person in your life. I even think that's a little bit too romanticized, a little bit, Ruth, to be honest with you. It's kind of like borderline, not psychotic. It's kind of unhealthy that I cannot see myself without you.
Wait, so
it sounds very romantic.
So you can see yourself without me?
Never.
All right, that's what she's saying.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about me. I was giving an example, not a testimony.
I think
it's a romantic thought. Yeah. I think that this term here is a very romantic thought, and I get what people are trying to say. I'd rather say I cannot see myself.
I don't want to see.
I can't see myself with anybody else but you. Like you are that person for me, versus I cannot see myself without you in my life. That's kind of like it's a romantic statement, but it's a little strange, it's a little weird.
So I won't tell you that anymore.
We have comments in IG. What's up, bro? Yendel, I don't know who you are.
We need to meet you in person,
we need to meet you on Instagram, but you are always on our comments, supporting all our platforms. Man, we really appreciate you. He said, yes, true, but here's the thing. Everything is sexualized nowadays, so a lot of people lead with lust. I guess you're referring back to the sex question. I'm sorry. True. I'm just seeing this comment, so I'm a little bit late in responding. There's a stat that says that people who are Christ-centered have a long-lasting, happily marriage. I can see that.
As long as they're put and this is what I want to say as well, because there are a lot of Christian marriages
Oh, see, that's what she meant.
Okay.
Can't see myself without you.
There are a lot of Christian marriages that are not Christian. They're two Christian people, but they're not really following Christian principles.
Okay.
They don't have a structure, a Christian structure in place, that a healthy foundational biblical Christian structure.
Right.
And so I really like that you said that, where you said the stats say that people who are Christ-centered have a long lasting. That's the part. Christ-centered. Is Christ really the center of every Christian household?
Okay.
Because Christ may be the center when you're at church, right? But in your household, is Christ truly the center? If Christ truly is the center in your household, then yes, they'll have a long-lasting, happy marriage.
So how did you know that you was ready for me when I in 2005 when I popped that question?
I knew.
We're old.
Bro, we're going to celebrate 20 years next year.
Yeah, it's going to be 19 next month.
Okay. So I knew that I was ready to get married because I decided that it was it. Yeah. I decided that you were the one. I decided that you were it for me. I also asked God about it. I didn't just go on my own feelings or thoughts or whatever, because I had a boyfriend before him and I thought I was going to get married to him too. But
the devil was playing in your head. He
wasn't the right person. And so I went to God. About Irvins, and God literally told me that Irvins was going to be my husband. So it doesn't happen for everyone that way. But
does that mean that you're ready with the time that I asked you to marry me, even though you know it was me? But how did you know you were ready to get married?
Because
is the answer connected?
Listen, I felt like I felt like I felt it. I felt that I was ready to be settled down, that I was ready. And this is a word that I'm going to use. I was ready to serve. Marriage is service. I felt it. I felt that I was ready to serve someone else. And that's why when you kept on saying, if it's selfless, like if you are only thinking about yourself, you're not ready for marriage, because it's a huge consideration of another whole being, right? And working together to become one. Not one being, but like one, right? So we're becoming one, and I knew I was ready to do that.
And God forbid if you and that person are not even the same, right? You might not be the same, have the same temperament, personality.
We are not,
and we're not, but we are compatible because we balance off of each other really, really well, right? I know I was ready for marriage because I was tired of just doing the tip. Next question.
Come on, that's real.
Next question.
That's real. That tip game.
Just the tip. Oh my God.
Thank you, God, for your grace.
Help in, Lord. Help in. It's her. It's her, y'all.
All right. Next
we're going to do two more. We're going to save some of these. These are really, really good questions.
Thank you guys so much for sending those questions. If you have any questions, DM us. And we will be glad to do another round of these. Because a lot of questions I noticed that a lot of questions that some people have, many people have.
And they overlap and they connect with each other. So hit us up on the Love Talk with the Garcons on all platforms. We'll do two more. So
only?
3?
Let's see.
That's it. Okay. So next one.
What's the difference?
What's the difference between standards and unrealistic expectations?
Whoever you are with this one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Clock it.
What is the difference between standards and unrealistic expectations? It's a good question. It's a great question. It's a great question. It depends. Everything needs to be defined, right? Unrealistic expectation has to do with certain things that you expect in a marriage. Some things that you versus should be, and would in a relationship. We did a whole presentation about what is realistic and what is unrealistic. So realistic expectation, for example, in a marriage or relationship, having respect is a realistic expectation, right? Expecting what you see in the movies, for example, like I was even making, being slightly funny with the comment earlier, I cannot live without you. Those type of romanticizing of things. It's not based, it's not necessarily based in reality. So it could be unrealistic expectations. Basing your relationship, you see somebody taking their girl to Nassau on vacation. You can't go to Nassau. The only Nassau you can go to is Long Island, Nassau County, right? That's unrealistic to expect that person to be able to do some of those things that somebody else is doing, right? Anything else you want to add on expectations?
Yeah, I mean, unrealistic expectations are things you hope that may not really be
Happen.
done, and it causes you to feel defeated.
Yeah.
And it's your own fault because you had those expectations. And a lot of unrealistic expectations are formed without the other partner even knowing what those expectations are.
Yeah.
And so, and also the partner probably can't do it because they're unrealistic.
Right.
And so it causes you to feel frustrated and feel like you're with the wrong person because you have this idea of what your relationship should be instead of building what you want, right?
Yeah.
So unrealistic expectations just shouldn't be had. Period.
Yeah.
Standards, on the other hand,
You need to have that.
you need to have those, and standards shouldn't be unrealistic either.
Yeah, those are your non-negotiables.
Yeah.
There's certain things in a relationship that are non-negotiable,
Which are standards.
So, for example, for someone, it might be you need to be a believer. I don't think if you are. I feel kind of bad for those people, the long skirt people that Andy talking about, like the super saved, who decide to go ahead and get someone who is secular. That's pretty much lowering your standard. And then you try to put on top of that unrealistic expectation, expecting them to be about Jesus. Does that make sense? Does that example make sense? That won't work. So in that particular example, you might need to stand 10 feet, 10 toes on, I need you to be a believer, someone who loved the Lord. Now, Ann watches Pop the Balloon all the time. She liked that show, Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
You be watching it with me. Stop it.
It'd be in the background. And one thing I always notice on that show is you have believers go on that show. And they say, I want someone who believes in God. And the contestants right away start popping their balloons because they know I'm not about that. And sometimes the actual bachelor, what do they call them? What does she call them?
Contestant.
What does she call them? Let's meet our next single lady. So whoever that single lady is, when they hear someone say they don't believe in God, they're spiritual, they go around and pop the balloon themselves because they know this is not going to work.
So that's
out.
a standard.
That's a standard that should not be negotiated. Right now, if you have your standard or expectation of you need to be caramel, but it's a little couple of shades darker.
That's just unrealistic because that's
being shallow.
You may get what you need in a package you didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be willing to accept this package, especially if this is who God had for you, right? Or if this is what God designed for you. So we don't want to be so caught up in our list of unrealistic, the list, right?
We actually, shameless plug, but not really. We had one of our episodes a while back. It was called The List. People that go into a relationship having a particular list of check off that their mates might need to meet. And that's not something that can happen in most cases, right? So, we're just having that conversation with someone. Actually, when does that border, having those standards, those expectations, those preferences, when do they border being shallow, right? And so, it's a thin line. It's a thin line that you have to be very, very mindful about. That's a great question. A good question.
Thank you for whoever sent. Next time, we're gonna ask you to send your name so we can shout you out.
Let's do one more because our baby girl's almost home too. Huh?
That's good.
Yeah. So let's do it. And say I share way too much.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Make it a good one. Oh, Jesus. Why did that one have to be the last question?
Why is that a problem for you?
Because you have some unrealistic expectations with that. Guys, we have two completely different philosophy when it comes to that question and going to bed angry.
I don't have a philosophy. I follow the Bible.
Wow.
The Bible says, don't let the sun go down on your wrath.
Wow.
So if it was up to me in my marriage, in my relationship, I would not go to sleep angry.
Because
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Angry at my husband.
Yeah. For me, it's I believe in that. I do believe in that.
You believe in what?
And do not go to bed angry. However, how practical it's been for me, that's a different story. Because sometimes I be in my feelings. I'll be upset, and I might not be ready to have a conversation about the topic right there, right then and there.
That's
right?
Clearly a lack of self-control. I honestly believe that you are in control of your emotions.
That's not true.
Yes, it's very true. In the moment.
So
wait, I'm not done.
You see why it's been something for us.
You are allowed to have all the feelings that you have. You are allowed to be angry. You are allowed to be sad. You are allowed to be frustrated. That's a part of life, right? That's the human in us.
Yeah.
However, after we've thought about it, after we've gone through that emotion, we can choose the next emotion we're going to have.
You're able to turn off your, I don't say anger, your upsetness off the top of a whim, or do you need time to put the
That's what I said. After, Now how much time? That's the thing. It can
So if the argument happened at 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m., and we're about to go to sleep at 10 o'clock, we're
not going to sleep till midnight. let's prolong it. If we're intentional, we do intentional living, right? Mm-hmm. Aren't we? That's our motto, intentionality. So let's say, listen, I get upset. We get upset at 8 o'clock, and we know that our bedtime is 9 o'clock. We're staying up till 11, so we can settle this.
Wait, you're staying up until 11?
You know what?
Yeah, you staying up until 11?
Obviously, I would say biblically.
You're staying up until 11?
If you would be willing to talk about it, yes, I would. But I know that you're not willing, so I'm going to go to sleep.
Bro, I was about to say the N word. Come 8:30, you're no good to the world. Stop it.
I'm up right now.
Because we're live. As soon as the live is over, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. So that's something that we still deal with. However,
we still deal with it, not because of me.
However, the good thing has been we're working towards decreasing the amount of time in between a disagreement.
Stop saying we're working. Say you're working, because you're the one with the problem here.
Wow.
I'm just it's by default. Like I'm susceptible to it by default.
Right. Anyway, that's why I don't know why we had to
own up, bro. Question. Own up
hey,
to
listen, I already told you. I own it. I'm in touch with my feelings and my emotions, and I need to process them sometimes.
But
I need to go to sleep. So
but at the same time, that's just my thought. Like tomorrow's not promised.
You can redeem yourself to let the people know. Because I know that's how my husband is. I
can redeem myself. Why do you want me to save
I
you in this?
extend grace to him to show that you are an understanding wife. I'm trying to. I just gave you the alley
It's
oop.
not
And
about extending grace. It's like I have no choice but to
I
just
just threw up the alley oop and you
because I
completely
know that
fumbled it.
because it doesn't mean
You just
I'm
fumbled
okay
it.
with it.
Nobody.
I just know that
That's marriage. Nobody's necessarily okay with some flaws and temperament that your partner
all I want to
has.
say is if I die and you're mad at me, God is you're gonna have to answer to God.
I'll talk to you when I get to heaven. We'll
If you get
apologize
to heaven,
Wow.
if you get to heaven, because
Wow.
where's that forgiveness?
Wow, this girl swears she's like she has a first. She swears she has first class ticket priority seats to heaven, and everybody else is waiting for a buddy
Are you
pass.
coming?
I'm flying the plane.
Okay, Jesus' cousin.
You try to act like people. You try to act like everybody else is on a buddy pass, and you first class priority.
So no, it's not okay to go to bed angry. However, people do.
And it all depends on the
and the word
situation.
angry is really
upset,
right?
Unresolved
yeah,
issues.
You don't necessarily have to be angry.
Yeah, I think you change. I think the wording has to be different.
But do you ever get angry with me?
No.
Have you ever been angry with me?
On one topic, it's always that same topic that get me angry, and it's not only with you; it's just with the situation. The same continuous thing. It has nothing to do with her, guys. Actually, it's connected, but it's not even the main culprit.
And you're right, Ruth. The sex is the best in the morning after being mad the night before. If somehow.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right.
So we're gonna save the rest of the questions for our next.
I think we can do one last one.
Come on, bro.
I like it. What time is it? Let's end at 10:30. It's 10:22.
10:22. Okay. Let's see.
Last question, y'all.
Okay. What's the best way to handle conflict without making it worse? This one is loaded.
You even shared it in today with our post. If you go back to our post, we were at a conference,
family conference.
Yeah, we were talking about communication. Any conference we go to, communication is always going to be a hot topic because communication, everything boils down to communication, right?
Right.
You don't discuss the issue of conflict during the conflict.
Yeah. And what that means is this: the things that grind your gears, the things that you're upset at, the things that you do not like. So those conversations need to happen when you guys are calm. So everything's on the table. Because trying to discuss, I don't know, putting your cold feet on me or doing at night, I can't be having that conversation with you when I'm pissed off because your cold feet is on me that night. And then you ask me when do I get angry? That's basically when I get angry, when those cold feet are on my legs at night, when you have the possibility of wearing socks.
Bro.
So I'm sorry. I had a moment.
Can't stand you.
So what that means is you saw my reaction to that particular situation, right? So I'm not going to tell Ann at night when she has her feet on me that are cold, I don't like it when you put your feet on me because I'm already in my anger mode.
But you do tell me.
But the best way to tell her is when, hey, we're out to dinner, everything is calm. Hey, you know what? Something I don't like, Ann, is when you put your feet in. But now, almost 19 years later, you're still putting your cold feet on me.
You told me
just put on socks. Put on socks.
Last night, get your feet off of you.
And now her daughter, the younger one, is on to the same thing when she come into bed.
Bottom line,
I think it's a woman thing because our friend Julie and her, they were roommate at a women's conference. They had to share. You share. Why were you sharing a bed?
Because that's how the beds work.
Anyway, so
big bed.
They shared a bed, and Julie forgot that she was not with her husband. She's putting her cold feet on Ann.
Oh my God! So this is what it feels like.
That's what I go through.
But anyway, do not discuss the issue of conflict during the conflict.
Yeah.
Discuss it when there's no
conflict.
So that's the best way to discuss conflict without making things get worse, without adding fuel to the fire, right? You want to make sure that there's no fire and you can discuss what are the things that cause fire, so that you have a good plan of action. And when and this is what I want to say, so we can kind of end it off here.
But before you say that, let me say this. Don't forget your thought. Address the micro conflicts that lead to bigger issues. That's very important too. Sometimes we let the small things sleep, not address them. And when something bigger come along, now it's like domino effect. Go ahead.
And then the micro, you eventually explode.
It becomes macro.
It becomes macro. But what I wanted to say was, when you are discussing your plan of action, what are your strategies, right? Because this is what relationships are about, like plans, right? You got to put structure and things in place so that as you're building, the foundation is not faulty, right? Whatever you're building on top of is nice and solid. So when you do discuss that plan of action, when the conflict happens, do not abort the plan. Do not abort the plan, because usually we're so hot-headed and we forget about everything we spoke about.
Right.
This is how we're going to handle conflict when it arises. This is what we're going to do. All right, we're not going to scream. Right. We're not going to say words that are negative. Like the couple we just met on Saturday. Hey, Adia. Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be quiet. Anyway, but they have a thing where they tap out. I think they have a word or a signal that they give, right, to say, okay, let's wrap it up. We're not gonna do this, right? So it's very important that you don't forget. But it's very important in the heat of the moment that you don't forget if that's a strategy that you want to use. What I'm saying, because when we're hot in the head and we're upset, like we forget everything that we talked about. Facts. So you have to be level-headed enough, be sober-minded. Yeah, absolutely. So that once the conflict arises, you remember everything you said you would do to get out of it together and not apart. That's facts. Okay, because like we both got to win this thing. Yeah, ain't no losing. Yeah, man. That's all we have for you guys for tonight. We're gonna stop and pause right here. We will come back to finish out because we have more next week our guest. Next week we have a guest coming in, so definitely be excited about that. We haven't had a guest in a long time. Minute. Yeah, be on the lookout for our announcement about who's gonna be on our pod. And it's gonna be a great conversation. It's gonna be a great conversation. Y'all. So we want y'all to come back. Tell somebody. Bring a friend. Yeah. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Go and tell somebody. And when this registers on our YouTube, please share it. Yeah. Go back and comment. If you have any more questions, drop your questions below and DM us. And we'll be sure to. Yeah, man. We are on all Love Talks with the Garcon. Follow us on the Instagram page. Help us to build it. It's been coming along. We thank you guys. We've done some pretty fun stuff on our Love Talks page. Doing Reel. We're doing TikToks. Right. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. Oh, by the way, if you want to send us money too, we'll take it. We have a Cash App if you want to sow into the ministry, into the ventures that we're trying to do. We also have a Zelle where you can also contribute to it. Yeah, man. We thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That's us having a conversation. Forgive us for being late tonight, but it won't happen again. We'll be back on our regularly scheduled timing, 9:00 every Tuesday. Yeah. Love Talk Tuesdays. I am Ian Garcon. This is your one and only Irvin's Garcon. We are Love Talk to the Garcon, where love speaks. And we listen. All right, y'all. This is...